Hello guys, welcome back on my quick video on the paging 3 library with Jetpack Compose and MVVM. So in this video I'm going to show you how we can load data using paging 3. So and I'm going to click on finish. Okay, this is data is loaded by paging 3. It's right now it's showing a little lag here. There's no lag in the real device. I'm not sure why this screen mirroring showing a lag here, but it's load pretty fast. It load pretty fast. The data is loading is very fast. Okay, let's go how we can implement this one. First of all, you need to go to your Jetpack Compose class where you are showing the list. I'm using a lazy vertical grid. So in this video, in this here, you will go to pass a data. And first step is to collect your paging data as a lazy paging items. And this is an extension function from. So the second step is go to your view model and return flow of your paging data. So this is how you can. I'm using a repository, but you directly use your paging source here to get the data from paging source. In shortly, I will show you what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go to here and let's go to repository and check how the repository look like. The third step is you have to configure your pager. First, create your page configuration. You can pass the page size, and there's an other number of parameters. You can start paging index, and also you can configure how many page can be loaded. And the second is you need to create your paging data source. It's very similar to other data sources. You create your local data source or remote data source or fake data source. And then you have the last step in this repository class is to configure your page using above two variables. This is how you configure it, and you return the flow to the view model. And the last step is you need to create your pager. This is a pager. It's very similar. I told you is your old data, other data sources. The only difference is you have to extend your paging source. This time is paging source, and you have to override these two methods: get refresh key and get load. The refresh key in this case is null because I'm not refreshing the data, or my server is not refreshing data in X number of interval. But if you are refreshing the data feeds in your app, please review this method from official documentation or over the internet. To load this data, you need to first get your params key. This is the same. It's a key which is a page number, which is we pass from a repository. I believe it can be configured. Right now, if you don't configure it, it will be 0. So we are going to start from 0, and then you get a response. It's from your API, and let me show you how the API look like. This is how API look like. So please don't get confused yourself. Okay, this you get a response, and the last is you have to return your load.page. Keep in mind there can be if else condition can be applied here if you want to use error handling properly, but for this video I want to keep it short. Previous key is basically if you want to load a data and you from previous pages. Suppose you set page number 5, and then now you want to go back to page number 4, 3, 2, and this is how you can go back. And in the case of next key, if there's next page, a response that next page is not null, I will go to page +1. And if this error, I will return load result.error. So this is how you can do it very easily. If you have any question, drop the comment. I will. This code is also open source. I will put the link in the description. Please review the repository. If you want to contribute this repository, please feel free and